Okay, so the cake pops have come out of the fridge. The chocolate in the middle is almost set, I'd say set enough for me to do the next bit. Okay, what you can do is if you're confident enough, just dip the cake pop directly into the chocolate. But I always find that if I do that, I'm a little bit too rugged and the cake pop falls off. So what I can do is just spoon the mixture and turn it at the same time. And that tends to cover them. Okay, what you do is sort of shake off any bit that's left over. At the minute it's not that round, that's just because the chocolate's moving about, but if you want you can sort of do it a couple of times, sort of build up how round it is. Okay, so let me just wipe a bit more off there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sprinkles on mine. Okay. And because they're pink, I'm going to go with sparkly pink sprinkles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them over a cup just so the bits don't go absolutely everywhere. Let's twist the cake pop round. Right. And there you have one pink cake pop with sparkly glitter on. As you can see, it's obviously very hot in here because the chocolate is just melting quicker than I can do anything with it. So what I'm going to do is, most cake pops I would generally put in these little jars to harden off, but because this is just so wet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a cupcake case the wrong way down, the wrong way up, if that makes sense. Okay. So I've got a cupcake case, and what I'm going to do is put the cake pop in the bottom like that, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge so it'll harden off and still be sparkly. Okay, and then so for the rest of them you just pretty much do the same. I'll put some Okay, the cake pops have been out of the fridge for about a minute and they're already starting to melt. It's obviously warm in here. Right, so I'm going to put I'm going to do 4 at a time, but that's okay. Alright, okay, so next one. Okay. That's okay, so I'm going to do some more pink on there as well. Gorgeous. And then, whoops, into the pot. Because they're upside down, I'm going to put a little bit more sprinkle on the top, or bottom. Right. Right, there we go. Into the next one, and some more sprinkles on the top. Oh, chocolate. Right, and in. Okay, so there are the little cake pops, upside down but looking pretty cute. And put them in the fridge to harden off because it is so warm in here, it's never going to happen. Okay, well you can leave the cake pops like this, but when you pick them up they don't really, they're okay, you're still going to eat them, they'll still be fine. They look just a little bit flat on the top. But what I do, just a little cheat really, use the last bit of chocolate you've got, just put a tiny blob on the top, and then what I've done is I've made a couple of buttons using the button mould. What we do is put an orange button on the top, just squidge it on. So there you go, you've got a little button cake pop. And what you could do is you could cover them, you know, absolutely, completely cover them in buttons. But I think that's pretty cute. And then you can also then put it back in there to dry, because it's flat. It's quite easy to store that way. But if not, you can, what I use is little votive holders for candles. So you can put them in there, just with a bit of paper, and they stand up pretty well. And that's quite a good way, if it's not, you know, boiling hot weather, to sort of let them dry and harden, because they're quite good. And then it's also quite a nice display if you want. If you make little flowers or something, put them in a little votive holder, and it'll look really cute. Okay, so I'm going to get on with the other ones. And a button on top. So there we go, there are some little button cake pops. And once you sandwich them together, the possibilities for what you can do are absolutely endless. I mean, I think these are really cute because I really like buttons and I like pink and I like orange, so this is good for me. And so yeah, that's the really basic how to make a cake pop. Hope you enjoyed it.